Welcome to Push to Pass podcast with JP Murray, a discussion about business, racing, sports, and life. This podcast delivers insights on what makes businesses, teams, and people successful based on real-life business experiences. Following a career with America's largest associations, JP Murray founded the Murray Company, one of Washington, D.C.'s most successful consulting firms. The company was acquired successfully and enabled him to launch JP Murray Racing, a business development and sponsorship agency for auto racing teams. Here is JP.
Welcome to today's episode. I want to talk about fear and the role it has played in my professional career. We often meet crossroads in our life where uncertainty can paralyze us, but it can also motivate us. I've certainly found that. So let's talk about three particular areas. Number one, the fear of validation. I left the biggest association in the world, very good salary, respected title, wonderful leadership and organization. The moment I walked away to start my own business, one question haunted me. Was it your title, or do you actually have the talent? When you're inside an organization, success can be confusing. Are clients responding to you or to the brand? When you're walking away, it forces really some truth, and the truth is terrifying. The fear test is this. Are you willing to find out who you really are without the safety net of an organization behind you? Test number two is the fear of creation. Starting my own business brought a different type of fear. I learned your friends will hire you one time from courtesy or guilt, and my goodness, thank you for that, folks. What about the next situation, though? Can you actually build something the market wants? Can you sell and fulfill and gain repeat clients from people that you don't know? Can you create value where none existed before? Every day brought uncertainties around that. Will clients trust a brand new company? Can we deliver what we're promising? Are we able to compete with larger organizations than us? This fear is deeper because you have an uncertainty on the full evolution of a business, sales and production, and can you consistently deliver and sustain the business? The third fear is the fear of isolation. I was motivated to strike on my own so I could be accountable and responsible for lots of business decisions, not relying on others, management and leadership to determine my direction and fate. And oh, by the way, they might have done just fine for me in retrospect. They would have done okay. But as an entrepreneur, I had a desire to make sure it was my burden. Now that you've decided to go out on your own, there's no one to share. So it was just me facing every uncertainty, making the sales call that determines whether people keep their jobs or not. So the fear of isolation isn't always about failure. It's about the weight of responsibility while navigating this kind of uncertainty. So what do you do about these fears? I've laid them out for you, and in differing degrees, you might have them. But what do you do about it now? How do you address those concerns? Number one, you might think about a side hustle. That's what I did. Instead of walking out like Jerry Maguire, you test the concept. And number two, spend time on the idea creation to map out an org chart, the processes to manage and lead the group when it's at full capacity before you take the full-time plunge. So know what you're buying into. Number three, find a partner that helps overcome the isolation. My wife, Diane, was a huge advocate and leader for me in every step of this journey. You need a mentor or a person to share with. And it's great if you can spend every day with them. That may not be the spouse that you have, and that's all right. So what is that for you? My hope is that you have someone that you can rely on and share with and depend on for good advice or just frankly encouragement during the times of uncertainty. So I'll end with this. The best entrepreneurs aren't those who don't feel fear. We all have it. They are those who use it as a fuel. It can sharpen your focus. It can make you ask better questions. It can force you to prepare more thoroughly. You can plan a little bit better, but that's a healthy fear. not a paralyzing one. A healthy fear asks, how do I succeed despite the uncertainty? What do I need to do to prepare for it? Paralyzing fear asks, what happens if I fail at this? The entrepreneurs who win big have learned to flip the script. They've developed a good relationship with losing, not being reckless, but accepting that if you're not willing to lose, you're not positioned to win really, really big. Every step can be a little bit scary, but I learned to use the fear as a confirmation that I was moving in the right direction. It became a stimulus that forced me to address the issue. If you can be scared and still move ahead, you have something most people don't, and that's the tolerance that creates opportunity. Hey, thanks for listening. If this resonated with you, share it with someone who's facing their own threshold of fear in their entrepreneurial journey. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Push to Pass podcast with JP Murray, a discussion about business, racing, sports, and life. If you would like to sponsor Push to Pass, send an email to jp@jpmurray.com. Follow JP on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. His website is jpmurray.com. Until next time, push yourself to pass the competition. Thanks for listening.